Thank you for tapping this Honesty Oracle. Lydia, this is your reading. I have quite a few decks that I'll be pulling from. I don't have a specific order. I just go where the energy takes me. This first deck is a created deck by me, and basically this is something you need to hear today. Um, and we'll pretty much proceed with messages for you before before I actually do messages about you. If that makes any sense. And these are things that are being called for you to pay attention to. So you got, they think you're boring, lighten up. And maybe somebody that you're talking to that basically they think you're less exciting or less vibrant than they are. They also think that you're too indecisive when it comes to making this, when it comes to decision making, or when it comes to your decision about you two and how y'all gonna continue forward. They think that you're too indecisive. You have on the side here, not today. Basically, this person deals with you when they want to. They deal with you when it's convenient. You're more of a choice. You're more of an option and not really a choice. Um, these cards get usually six, 9 cards if anything else comes out, but it looks like you are being talked to. So more than likely to probably be a longer reading. So you have tip drill. Somebody only sees you as somebody that they want to sleep with. Um, any side cards, I take both of the meanings unless there is something written on the side that I have. You have Mind Lion. Um, so somebody's lying about dealing with the same sex. They might be bi. They might have thoughts about it. It might be something that they've wanted to try, or you might you might see some things or some mannerisms, or they might say some things in jest that you don't question, but at the same time you kind of question. You also have, this person is a pity party. It's a petty pity party. A petty pity party. And this person is a narcissist. You are around somebody that's a narcissist. And basically what they do with you is they give off, oh, confirmation. I'm burning a candle as I'm doing your reading, and I have a bowl of water with slippery elm, which basically helps the ancestors talk easier. You don't fuck with them enough. Somebody thinks that you don't really fuck with them, like I said, in the way that they want to. And there is somebody who is jealous of you. I'm gonna set this card to the side because this person has big energy, and this person indicates to me that this is a separate person. This is a separate energy who's jealous of you. You also you need better spending habits. So your money and the way you're spending your money, you're not spending it effectively. You're not doing things that are going to help you and progress and grow your wealth. You also have, they want you to leave them alone. There's somebody in your energy that wants you to leave them alone. So if you're talking to somebody, you kind of notice that the relationship is a little terse. You kind of notice that the relationship between you two is a little tense. It's because they really don't, like I said, they don't fuck with you. And this really goes to clarify the card over here, where it came out that they don't fuck with you like that, or you don't fuck them enough. So like there's somebody in your energy that's more of a false pretense, and that's somebody that you want to pay attention to. You're spending too much energy on this person. You're giving too much to this person. You're giving too much to the situation. This is something that you need to go within and say, hey, this shit ain't healthy. I'm gonna cut this toxic shit off. This deck is the shit you don't want to hear. This is a harsher deck. I'm just going to be honest and tell you now. It generally doesn't have things that a person wants you, that a person don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I literally specifically made it because a lot of people don't be wanting to hear the truth. Everybody get on this journey and people want to gloss over shit. People want to be doing it right. Well, baby, it wouldn't be a journey if you didn't fuck it up sometimes. So this is that card that lets you know in the rawest sense possible where you stand with shit. Um, First one is stop telling people your ancestors don't play about you. They don't fuck with you because they don't know you. And basically what this card is saying, you need to do more ancestor work. You're calling on ancestors, but you're not honoring them enough. You're not giving enough homage to the people that you're calling on. And you would get more help if you did that, if you opened your home, if you opened your heart to those that you're actually calling on. You need to create an altar. You need to create a space. Find out who you are and where you hail from. Because calling on people and you don't know who you're calling on, or talking about your ancestors just because they're connected through another family member, you yourself need to go to your ancestors. You yourself need to introduce yourself and let them know who you are. Confusion, sleep. It says you still sleep, confusion, wasteful. Basically, you have gifts, you have abilities, and your ass is wasting them. You sleep. What the fuck is you doing? That's what this card is saying. Like, are you confused? Because your mind is operating the function, oh, I'm awake, I'm aware, but your actions are not backing that up, which in turn means you're not still, you know what I'm saying? You still sleep. You're not fully awake because you're not operating in a fully awake manner. You're not living with that concept. It isn't a daily life thing for you, and it needs to be. He or she just fucking you. Yes, the ex and a tag along. So this card is basically confirming whoever you're dealing with, whatever it is that they're telling you they're in a relationship, they just fucking you. They're gonna tell you whatever the fuck that you want to hear in order to get whatever it is out of you that they're trying to get. But essentially, that person just wants sex, and that was clarified in the first deck. Is and people will fuck with you hard and know that they don't really fuck with you. So don't take it as, oh, well he be saying this and men say shit all the time. That's kind of their MO. They say things. It's always about the actions that you want to watch. And if those actions are confusing, if those actions are not giving you clarity, if those actions are not precise and it has a plan for you and that person, then that person is not putting a lot of effort into you. They're not putting a lot of effort into thinking about a future with you. You also have your sex is trash. Somebody thinks that the sex is not good. You are a combined bag of bull and shit. You lie too damn much. And this could be, I'm feeling like it's primarily lying to yourself. It's lying to yourself. A lot of these cards, when you start getting these cards, this is when those who watching you are sick of your shit. They're tired of whatever the fuck you're putting yourself through, and they tired of watching it. They're tired of being a spectator to your own bullshit. They're tired of seeing you fall to your own delusions about people and situations. You really have to get on that horse and ride that motherfucker on to success. Because a lot of these things are not built for you. They're not made for you. And it's people that actually give a fuck about you. They tired of watching your ass to the point you need to go to them directly before you're going to receive any outside help, any higher help that comes from those that you can call on specifically. And then you got that she only looking to love you, pussy boy. This is basically a card that someone gets when there's a male, either if I'm doing it for a male, it's a woman he's asking about, or this is you're trying to love somebody who too pussy to basically accept what it is that you're giving. They're not in a space of health where they can really receive what you're giving. So it's basically like giving a damn ant a gourmet meal. The ant can't handle all of that. It needs it in small increments. It needs it in small doses. It needs it in smaller quantities. You keep trying to give some shit to somebody that can't handle what you're giving, even if it's good. People don't understand that it doesn't matter if you're trying to give somebody something good. There are certain people that can't handle anything from others, good or bad, because they're already in a stasis state of where they don't necessarily love and like themselves. And an empty vessel can't receive from another vessel if it has not yet filled its own manifest. Let's say it again. An empty vessel, which would be a ship, a boat, your body, your soul, your spirit cannot receive unless it recognizes that it is an empty vessel. So you can't have a person tell you a sob story and then you like, oh baby, I'm about to love you and I'm gonna do this for you and I'm gonna do that. If that person can't receive it, because no matter what you do, it's not being received. So all the work that you feel like you're doing, all the effort that you feel like you're putting into your relationship, it's not being received. The person not seeing that, and that's what a lot of people have issues with when you start talking about, oh, I be doing this and that for this person and they still be acting ungrateful. Well, because you're giving some shit to somebody that they can't handle. And in turn, when people can't handle things, they don't know what to do with them. They fumble it. They fuck it up. They talk shit to it. They might call it back. Sometimes they're like, fuck it, I don't even want to deal with it right now. But that is the type of person that you're dealing with. You're dealing with unlovable motherfuckers right now. They can't receive what you're trying to give them. Last card that you got was be beyond what you're, oh God, girl, be beyond what you're showing. As if I have not already said this, you're not doing what you're supposed to be fucking doing right now. Be beyond what you're showing. You're showing them that, you know, that your capacity is limited to who you fucking with, and you know, you have all these things going on in your life, but you're limiting yourself instead of really embracing that shit. You know, getting that bowl of water out, calling and figuring out, well, who the fuck am I connected to, so I know who to call on, so who, you know, what ancestor controls what, so I know in what aspects that I should be coming to them. What perspective of my life can they handle? What can they truly do for me in my current state? So, like I said, a lot of these cards are going to be clarifiers, and when you're hearing things 2 and 3 times, that is the emphasis that you need to focus on with yourself and with everything you have going on. This is the Hermit Tarot deck. This is a lot of confirmations. This also opens up the energy to certain feelings, so that, you know, things that we can take into account and we can harp on, things that can be shed to light as far as what it is that you may, what a lot of the shit you're missing. I usually pull this deck out when I'm, you know, I'm wanting to point out to people what they're missing, what it is that they need. Hold on, let me get this other card. That's 2 cards. You have, I meant what I said. And this came out crossing. And it came out on top of the narcissist, and you don't fuck them enough. So if somebody's saying some shit to you, they mean what they say. But at the same time, they're also saying other things that they don't mean. But when you listen to what they said, they mean that. So when they say shit in jest, they mean that. When they're saying things in a joking manner, they mean that. When they're telling you things about themselves and then they go gloss over it with the narcissistic shit, because that's why I fell on as narcissist. This person is telling you stuff, but they're also telling you things that you need to listen to. You're choosing to go with the one that sounds the best and not the one that looks the best. You also have, there is someone else, the number 3. There's someone else. This person could be in a triangle. This person could be dealing with somebody else. Like I said, this person in this particular deck, the energy is coming out that you're an option and not a specific choice. You also have listen to your heart, your intuition. You know, listen to what it's telling you, even if it's not. And 3 and 5 make 8. The 5 here, basically 5 is, you know, it's for hardship. You know, it's somebody that comes and doesn't bring any peace around you. They don't bring any peace in your life. And this is someone that you need to cut off or cut the contact down. Wrongful advice. This is you getting wrongful advice, and I'm feeling like you're taking wrongful advice because it may be the easier route, it may be the less traveled route, and it may be the route with all that you have going on that seems the most logical. However, it's not. The route that is, the path that is not as lit is the path that you should be following down. Not the one that has all the lights and the signs saying, come on, little girl, over here, come on over here. That's not the path that you should be following. You should be following a path that is not well lit. You also have I'm sorry. Again, with the sorry. Um, you also have the number 13. I sometimes wonder if you care. The number 13 breaks down to a number 4, which is like,
don't get MIA, it's time, meditate. Do it.
which is like, it's meditation. It falls into the category of self-healing, self-care, your home. Basically, the things that are going on in your home. Um, and this could be, honestly, I feel like it's an ancestral question, like, how much do you care about you and yours? How much effort are you putting into that versus wanting to have a normal life? How much love are you putting into Lydia? You have, I am absolutely in love with you. There is someone with a number 6. 6 is success. 6 is succession. 6 is an achievement. Number is an accomplishment. There is someone out there for you, but it is not one of the people that you're currently fucking with at all. There's someone that likes you, and they will eventually make themselves known. But maybe y'all see each other in passing, maybe y'all saw each other in passing. But there is somebody that actually likes you for you. They love your smile. They love the way that you speak. They love the way that you approach things. They love your ways as a woman. They love your conceptual perspective and how you think about things. And this person may be at a distance from you. With this number 6, and then you have reach out here. This person is either going to reach out to you, or this person is wanting you to reach out. This person with the number 1, they're wanting to reach out and try to start a new beginning with you. They want to reach out and attempt to put some emphasis on your relationship, put some stability on what you're doing. The next deck that I have this is a description deck. This is kind of the who's who deck. It has descriptions of people and your paradigms. Could be past, present, and future. These could be people you never met, people you met, people who know you. You may not know people who you know that may not know you. So kind of take what resonates, and if it doesn't, be mindful that it was said, because it might come up in a later, it might come up in a later time, and you might need it. So, shut the fuck up energy. This is a person that either need to shut the fuck up, or when you talk, like I said, they're not really taking what you're saying into seriousness, so they may want you to talk a little less. There's a dark-skinned woman that's in your energy. On the flip side of things, fuck it, divinely let the universe have this battle. There's a battle that you may be having with a dark-skinned woman, and you might want this person to just shut the fuck up. Stop talking to you, stop dealing with you in a particular way. But on the flip side of how you feel about this person, the universe is asking you, let the divine handle it. They got this shit. It may seem like a real terse situation, like you have no control over the situation, but you do. It's not something that's going to overpower you. It's something that you have to overpower. It's something that you actually have to. This is a tall woman. Your throat chakra is clear. Continue to work through blockages, keeping in mind the spells you speak on yourself. Be mindful of what you're saying to yourself. Be mindful of how you're, and I've said it, be mindful of how you're talking about your situations, because a lot of those come into play. And when you say, hey, this is going on and this is what I want to happen, but all day you keep thinking about what's not going to happen, guess what the universe is going to resonate to? It's going to resonate to what's not happening, not what you keep saying, because the energy cannot decipher the difference between what you really want and what you need. So always be speaking mindfully and intentfully when you're speaking about yourself or anything with your kids. Be mindful of that shit. If you know or you catch yourself like, damn, I said some fucked up shit, re-speak it over yourself. That is the thing. You also have a shorter woman in your energy. This may be from your baby daddy side, is what I'm getting. I don't feel like that's the same energy. Somebody who watches any social media accounts that you have, if you're on any type of social media accounts, anything online, this is somebody that watches it. This is a very moody person. This person is they're kind of moody. You cannot rush through the elevating journey. Stop, breathe, and pace yourself. This is a one-person race. Everybody is not going to get to go with you. You're not going to have the people on your journey that you think that you're supposed to have. It doesn't work like that. This is your path. This is your journey. And there are lots of times you're going to be by yourself, and that's something that you want to accept. Somebody being fake as fuck in your face. Somebody's playing in your face right now. Like I said, and you know, you have that a lot that has come out and I've done 4 decks so far. You've had that come in at least 3 of them. And this is the 4th one. You need to clear your circle. You need to eradicate that motherfucker. Delete it. But you need to clear your circle. Because your circle, it's not built, it has no foundation. It's not built on anything. Your circle is not built on anything. It's not a good foundation for you. It's not anything that you can harness, and it's not anything that you can cultivate. Somebody got a fade, a male with a fade. Be like a taper as well. I'm not gonna take all 3 of those. Somebody has straight hair. Somebody could work at a daycare. Somebody, you get no, do not pass go. When you get there, you had a lot of feminine, no, do not, you had a lot of feminine energy in a woman. You have a lot of feminine energy on energy. I'm getting chills as I said. You have a lot of feminine energy in your energy for whatever fucking reason, but it's not a loving energy whatsoever. I'm not feeling no love, and in fact, I have chills. This card says, stop trying to be everything you are not. Align your energy, thought, words, deeds, and actions to your purpose. Again, you're giving too much energy to who you're not, what you're not supposed to be doing, when there's a path for you that is clear. And you know that. I ain't telling you something that you don't know. Somebody works in retail or a restaurant. I'm going to take 4 more cards. And like I said, these cards are telling you people that are in your energy, people that are affecting your paradigm. That's what this is the who's who deck. I'm going to take 4 more cards. Death. Somebody don't be listening to you. Somebody don't hear you. This person is deceptive. They come in when it comes out sideways, it depends upon what's on the card. This person may come as if they're healed, but they're deceiving you. They're not healed. It's basically like seeing how far the wolf in sheep's clothing can get till they actually eat your ass alive. Steal your energy, whatever the case is. Your awareness and psychic abilities are increasing. And this is primarily why you're being called to step the fuck up and stand the fuck back off certain shit.